that. Right now, though, it is 9:09, and we've been talking about this morning. A TV juggernaut returns to BBC One this autumn. Of course, it's Strictly Come Dancing. Lots of Manx taking part this year, including Ellie Leach, Adam Thomas. However, one of the judges, the head judge, has been keeping very busy indeed this summer. Shirley Bowers has, in the last week, completed a challenge most of us wouldn't even contemplate. A zip wire, a wing walk and a skydive for charity. Now, you have a fear of heights, Shirley, which is just bonkers.
But yeah, I don't like heights at all. I avoid them. I avoid going up a step ladder, never mind going all the way up in an aeroplane. So the whole week has been really an emotional week. But great that I'm able to do this as an ambassador for Calm.
Yes, now, it is Campaign Against Living Miserably, the charity that you've been fundraising for. You wanted to raise £35,000. I can tell you your current target is £33,984. You are so close.
So close, so close, so close. Any donation, whether it's small or any companies out there who need the tax write-off, can help me get over that target, maybe even lift it to 40, would be a great cause, because we answer calls every 59 seconds to help people. So if there's anybody out there who's lost a loved one or struggling or living miserably, that's why Calm is here.
The reason why you have done this is in memory of your brother. And you've told me before about what he was like and how really the support that Calm offered just wasn't there at the time when your brother needed it, the help.
If I'd have had Calm 20 years ago, I think I'd be sitting here talking to you with my strapping, great, big, beautiful brother, you know, and unfortunately we didn't, and nobody talked about it, and you know, they just gave him medication. He wasn't monitored in any shape or form, and things have changed now, but I still want to bring suicide out of the dark and into the light. Everybody talks about mental health, but nobody wants to really sit and listen about somebody who's contemplating suicide or somebody who's living miserably, and I think that's important.
And what is it about Calm that you like, that appeals to you?
I love the fact that they're so caring, and they have, you know, a facility from 5 p.m. to midnight, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Like I say, we answer a call every 59 seconds. We can intervene if it's necessary, or we can just be an ear to listen. But we are there to help you see a brighter tomorrow for your loved ones, for yourself. I wouldn't want anybody else to go through what my mother and I have gone through over these past 20 years. And in fact, again this week, I underestimated how it was going to affect my mother, my 86-year-old mother's mental health. She couldn't sleep. She was going through her mind what she could have done for her baby boy. You know, could she have done more? And to watch her again suffer, and it made me take a step back again. And again, we must listen to people that are around us that are struggling.
How is your mum? No.
Well, she was on Breakfast Live this morning with me, and they managed to get her down without me knowing, which I am going to be inquiring about that, because that was an absolute shock for me. In 7 years, my mother has never sat on a couch with me. But as she said, I don't want any other family to go through what we've gone through. People look at me on Strictly and think, oh, such a strong girl, but they don't know the vulnerability and the things that we deal with, you know, with this beautiful daughter. She lost her mum to alcoholism and her father to suicide. Mary, we take care of her, my mum, my son. It affects a whole string of people that are around you. So if I've saved one life this week, for me, all those difficult challenges were worth it.
Let's talk about those challenges then. A skydive. A wing walk. What are you playing at? A wing walk? What is a wing walk?
Well, they put me on that zip wire first at 120 miles an hour going through the sky, across
I literally just did a stick in my mouth.
And that was difficult. I was laid on a red bed, and then suddenly the red bed dropped from underneath me, and I'm in this kind of harness. But I managed to keep my dance focus, and I thought to myself, oh, at the end, well, look, good for you, Shirley, you did this. And then the next challenge came a little bit more difficult, the wing walk, having to get on a 1942 plane and navigate my way round to be able to sit on that chair. I cried, I sobbed, I thought, okay, I've got to go through this now. But the most difficult by far was jumping out of the aeroplane with a gentleman called Mark, who was an experienced skydiver. I told him just as we were about to go, I don't think I can go through with this, Mark, and he said, there's only one way out for you, darling, it's through that little hole there. So yeah, I think my face says it all. You can pick that up on my social media, but very difficult.
When you landed safely, what were you thinking? How were you feeling?
Well, as a dancer, I'm coming down and I'm thinking to myself, don't land on your feet, Shirley, you know, because I need my feet and legs to dance. So, you know, they had told me to really raise my legs. That takes a good strong core when you're moving at that kind of a speed. So I landed on my bottom.
Oh!
It's a good job I have a healthy bottom to land on. So, yes, it was, I got safely there, called my mother immediately because she didn't want to come and watch any of the challenges. That's why I'm surprised they got her on the TV this morning. I'm still in shock. But yes, completed. And you can go to Shirley Ballas's Skyathlon Just Giving page. Any small donation I would be so grateful for.
Have you seen the film Bridget Jones's Diary? When she does a skydive and she falls into a pig farm. It could have been worse.
I did see that, but she also wore great big girl panties, and that's what I had on to do it. I was so terrified I was going to wet myself at 63. I did, yes.
Listen, he would like to support Shirley. It's justgiving.com/campaign/Skyathlon, all one word. Please let her get to this £35,000 target before midday today. We'd love to see it happen. Before you go, I do have to ask you about Strictly Come Dancing. How are you feeling ahead of the new season?
Well, I'm really not supposed to say anything, but you have to watch the launch show. There's all sorts of goodies in there that you are just going to be going, oh, no, wow. You know, so the launch show is particularly fantastic this year. And the lineup, I am dreading sending anybody home because to me, they've all got a gift. Whether they're performers, whether they're dancers, whether they're singers, actors, even Angela Rippon, I'm a bit fangirling, and Cushnan, the newsreader. Oh my goodness, I hope I can keep a straight face when I'm critiquing their footwork.
Why, do you like Cushnan?
Oh, I mean, I watch him every day. I think he's absolutely marvellous.
What about Les Dennis?
Les Dennis, Leighton, all of them are going to bring something to this show. I predict that this will be by far the most difficult series to judge, and by far the most difficult to send anybody home. So remember, don't send me mean messages. Actually, I've got Harry Surplus now. He's from Manchester. He's taken on board to do my social media, and he will be watching out for the trolls, and we will have good insight to backstage gossip.
They can get back, the trolls. I'm sick of trolls. I'm sick of hearing about them. I'm sick of them getting a platform. I think a difficult thing that Adam Thomas from Manchester is going to face is doing serious dances, because if you know him, you'll know he just cannot ever stop laughing. He's like a Cheshire cat.
So I should be looking for that in the waltz then.
In the tango.
Well, if you're listening, young man, you better get your act together.
He has been told. Shirley Ballas, thank you so much. Great to chat to you.
Take care. Nice to chat to you too. Nice to chat to you too. Nice to chat to you too. Nice to chat to you too.